Every dumb internet trend in 17 minutes. Yo, if you did the cinnamon challenge as a kid, you were low-key just brain dead, I'm not gonna lie.
Disclaimer, do not try doing any of the things mentioned in this video. Tide Pod Challenge. So you're having a lazy afternoon scrolling through TikTok when you stumble upon a video of a teenager casually popping a
Why do people do this? Is it just because it looks like candy? What's the appeal to eat a Tide Pod?
colorful, squishy Tide Pod into their mouth. For a split second, your brain does a double take, and you're left wondering why anyone would want to eat something that's not on the food pyramid.
Yeah,
you
true.
just witnessed the Tide Pod
Like,
Challenge.
what food group is
Common
that? What part of the
sense
plate?
takes a back seat to internet fame. So this trend kicked off in 2018 when some people decided that filming themselves while biting into these soap-filled pods that look suspiciously like
actual
candy
bums
would be a fun way to go viral. Well, they aren't candy. They're colorful little packets of toxic chemicals.
That's what I'm saying. It's because it looks colorful. That's why people want to do it. Because they're like, oh, it's going to have that sweet taste, that sweet tang that I'm looking for. Yeah, just because something looks like candy doesn't mean it's candy.
Laundry, which sent many of these challengers to the emergency room as the challenge quickly turned into a horror show of burns, vomiting, and in some cases, serious lung damage.
Serious question, like actual real question. If you don't bite the Tide Pod, but instead you just like swallow it whole, will you still... What if you just swallow it so then it never actually expels? Because it just won't get dissolved and then nothing bad will happen. It'll dissolve in your stomach, dumbass.
All for a few likes and shares. It's safe to say that this trend didn't leave a good taste in anyone's mouth. Literally. The whole fiasco got so bad that even Tide had to step in with a public service
Tide had to come in?
begging people to stop treating their detergent like snack food. Because apparently...
Yo, chat, did your parents ever put soap in your mouth when you said a bad word? Mine didn't do that. I had some friends that their parents did that, though. I'm gonna get the soap! No, please, no, not the soap!
The don't eat laundry detergent needed to be said. Cinnamon Challenge.
Oh,
One
hell no. I
evening,
remember
hanging out with your
Blazel doing
friends,
this.
You know, just trolling and daring each other casually. But one of your friends decides to spice up the dare by betting that you can't swallow a spoonful of cinnamon in one go. So, you
So
accept the
stupid,
challenge.
bro. Genuinely
It's
so
just
dumb.
a simple kitchen ingredient, right? But as soon as you scoop that spoonful of cinnamon powder into your mouth, it's like you've unleashed a dragon inside your mouth. You'll be left choked.
Even though this was incredibly unsafe, it was so funny. I feel like some people died from this, didn't they? Yes, there was at least one reported death indirectly linked to the trend. Why is she using a ladle? Yo, Blazel, why are you using a ladle? Like, what was this? Oh my...
Wheezing and coughing like crazy. This is because cinnamon is like the Sahara Desert of spice. It's dry, powdery, and absolutely determined to turn your mouth into a wasteland. And this is what people decided was fun.
So
in
stupid, bro,
2012.
genuinely.
Suddenly, thousands of people on the internet were filming themselves trying to down a full tablespoon of powdered cinnamon without water. You see,
when you watch it, enough people do it, it makes you want to try it. When all of your friends are doing it, you kind of feel peer pressured. You're like, man, I gotta try the cinnamon challenge. Everyone at school's doing it. Austin Benton had to snort like 10-centimeter line of cinnamon. I hate when that happens, genuinely.
people who tried it ended up coughing, gagging, and desperately trying not to inhale the fine powder, which, by the way, can seriously mess with your lungs. Some ended up in
it's
the
okay,
hospital
honestly.
because they started developing
it's worth the views.
respiratory issues, and there were
worth a million
even
views,
reports
genuinely.
of people ending up with collapsed lungs. All of this for a mouthful of misery and a few seconds of internet fame. The salt and...
You know what's funny? Other than like maybe getting like 825 likes on your video, there's not one good thing about that challenge. Or the Tide Pod one. Actually, all of these.
Ice Challenge. So it's the 2010s, a time when people are going crazy over the internet and doing all kinds of bizarre things to get
planking.
attention online.
I miss planking.
Because you didn't want to feel left out, you decided to join in on one of the challenges, you know, to get some of that attention for yourself as well. Unfortunately for you, the trendy challenge at this time was the Salt and Ice Challenge, which involves sprinkling salt on your skin and then pressing an ice cube on top. The aim is to see who can keep the ice on the longest, because apparently that's what passed for entertainment.
Yeah, I can't lie. I feel like over the years, is watching people get hurt still funny, or has it kind of worn off? Like, I feel like it's still kind of jokes, to be honest. Yo, kids falling is hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. It's just because they don't have the right equilibrium. They can't even stand up because their body hasn't matured yet.
Your high school chemistry classes, you'd know that this combo is extremely dangerous. You see, as the ice comes in contact with the salt on your skin, the salt lowers the freezing temperature of the ice, and in just a few minutes, you would develop severe burns that look like frostbite. People who participated in this challenge ended up with—
Hold up, the reason it hurts is because it's a rapid decrease in temperature, so it's like a frostbite thing.
second and even third-degree burns, all for the sake of a viral video. Hospitals reported an increase in cases of frostbite from people who didn't realize that the fun little challenge they saw online could leave them with permanent scars.
POV that one guy that went for like 3 hours and still left it there like, "Argh!" It's like about to go through the other side of their arm. Yeah, I wonder what the actual world record for salt and ice challenge is.
Condom snorting challenge. You've probably seen
I don't even know this one.
Party trick where a magician would put an item inside his nose and magically bring it out of his mouth or one of his ears. The condom snorting challenge is quite similar to this magic trick.
Like,
except
why?
This was not a trick, but a real-life
What's the
trend
reason?
that real-life people participated in.
Nice.
To be a part of this challenge, you'd have to have a condom first, unwrap it, and then literally inhale the rubber through one nostril and try to pull it out of your mouth. The
Ew,
goal is to
bro.
move
Like,
up—
what? Who came up with this? What kind of experimenting does it take to learn that you can do this? I'm trying to really like go through all the scenarios in my head, and I can't like think of one where you can naturally accidentally snort a condom up your nose. There's not one reality. Like, you know how Doctor Strange talks about a million realities and like in only one reality they win? Yo, there's literally not one. No, genuinely.
daring you could be for likes and attention on social media. Well, everything went horribly wrong because the latex started getting lodged in some people's throats and lungs, leading to
Yo,
choking
it's
and
actually, oh my
asphyxiation.
gosh.
Because,
That's
newsflash, your nasal passages and throat weren't designed for foreign objects, especially not stretchy latex ones. Bird
genuinely, what do you tell the doctor when you go in and there's condom in your lung? No, like actually. Like, what do you tell the doctor? Whoops. Whoopsies. I don't know how that got there.
Box Challenge. The Bird Box Challenge was inspired by the 2018 film Bird Box, where people had to navigate the world blindfolded to avoid certain doom. So, just like
I can kind of see where this is going. Oh, I was blindfolded and I was trying to walk across the street and I didn't realize it wasn't my turn. Oh, I got hit. Oh, man. I'm in the hospital for condoms in my nose and getting hit by a car because I was blindfolded walking across the street.
any other dumb trend, some people thought it would be fun to replicate the idea in the movie and move around doing their everyday tasks blindfolded. Now, the people in the movie obviously had a reason to be blindfolded, plus they have safety measures in place to help them avoid any real
I don't even know this challenge,
However,
I don't think.
the real world
Don't remember
guys didn't think any of this through and literally started doing all sorts of crazy, dangerous things completely blindfolded. So
Yo, they're like, today we're gonna be on high rises, walking on the edge of buildings, blindfolded. All right, drop a like on this video.
some were driving, walking down the street, and even cooking. Well, things began to take a horrifying nosedive.
Cooking's not
because
bad.
They were running into walls, tripping over things, getting severe burns, and ending up in road accidents.
Yep.
It didn't take long for authorities
what I
to step
said.
in and remind everyone that sight is actually pretty important for most activities. Milk Crate Challenge.
It was kind of an awareness thing too, I feel like, the Bird Box Challenge. It was like, there's so many people that have to suffer with blindness in the world. Man, why don't we just live a day in their shoes, right? Intentionally handicapping yourself so you can feel for those that don't have the privilege to see. That's actually really kind.
Let's say you're at a backyard barbecue when you spot a stack of milk crates. Instead of using them to store drinks or supplies, you come
Oh
up
my
with
gosh,
the
I remember
bright
this.
idea to stack the crates
This was
into a
peak.
giant pyramid and see who can walk across them. Because naturally, nothing seems quite as fun like
Like, genuinely so unsafe though. No, this one was actually like, everyone was doing it.
balancing on a shaky tower of plastic. Since it was your idea, you go first while the others watch. You step onto the first crate, feeling like a tightrope walker, and by the time you're halfway up, your knees start to wobble. As you reach the top, the crates collapse, sending you and your dignity crashing down into a pile of plastic and grass. This
Yo, if you did this when the Huz were watching, it was honestly the worst thing ever, bro. You hit that top step and you're like, yeah, that's me, man. Yeah, I'm at the top. I'm at the You slip and fall on the crates. Break a femur.
absolutely dumb challenge was termed the Milk Crate Challenge, where the only thing higher than the crates are your chances of ending up in the ER. What started as a silly stunt quickly turned into a viral sensation in 2021, with people all over the world world attempting to conquer.
That was
these
recent.
lofty towers.
I did not realize
As
that
you
was
can imagine,
2021.
Most attempts ended in disaster, with participants toppling over and suffering from broken bones, dislocated joints, and a whole lot of regret. However, even with the clear dangers, people kept trying because what's a little risk?
That's
when
facts.
there's
I remember
internet
that.
fame at stake. But as the number of injuries skyrocketed, doctors and safety experts began to caution everyone to
Doctors began to start to ban the challenge because it was so dangerous. This was happening during COVID. This is what happens when you give people too much free time. No, genuinely. Some BS like this, right? No work, no school. What else you gonna do, man? You're gonna do the milk crate challenge.
step away from the crates. Kiki Challenge. In 2018, singer
this is
Drake's
funny.
song In My Feelings became a hit, and of course, with any hit, people started to create trends for the song. Finally, one stuck out and was aptly named the Kiki Challenge. Basically, if you were participating in this trend, you would
Who
get
remembers
out of
this,
the
chat?
moving vehicle and try to dance
This was classic.
alongside the car. The whole idea was to showcase your best dance moves on Drake's hit song, but it wasn't long before the challenge proved
Yeah, he's gonna talk about how people were putting their cars in neutral and then they couldn't stop the car, and the cars would literally drive away and crash because they had no control over it. They'd be like, Kiki, do you love me? Are we riding?
be more dangerous than fun. Because some people would trip, stumble, or even nearly get hit by another vehicle, which made them end up with scrapes, bruises, and broken bones, turning what was supposed to be a cool dance challenge into a potential disaster. The dangers and risks involved
That's
got
cooked.
so much that the
Oh my
police and
gosh,
safety
sketchy.
officials had to start issuing
Damn, that's
warnings,
sketch.
reminding everyone that jumping out of a moving car is not exactly the brightest idea. Vodka
Those videos scared me. Yo, when they lost control of the cars, I would actually get terrified. Like, oh, this is literally the worst nightmare of all time. Even though it was totally unsafe, it was a vibe.
eyeballing. It's the weekend and your parents are out of town. Just
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Yo, just the sound of this, like, honestly.
like any normal teenager, you decide to throw a party and invited almost everyone from school. There were more than enough snacks and the drinks were flowing, and before you knew it, the party had taken a wild turn.
It's like
To
becoming
intensify
drunk through your
the
eyes.
wildness, You decided to show off a
What
new
is this?
drinking trick you saw on the internet a few days ago.
Okay.
While everyone watched in silence, you poured vodka into a cup, tilted your head back, opened one eye, and poured the vodka straight into it like it's a medicated eye drop. Before
Although this seems kind of crazy, this might be a method to get drunk quick without having to taste any of it.
you do the same thing to your other eye, you explain to your audience that this is the ultimate way to get drunk faster. And one by one, everyone started doing the same thing.
Love that,
This
man.
was the vodka
Smart as hell.
eyeballing trend that started in the late
Smart.
2000s. A trend that convinced people that pouring alcohol directly into their eyes would give them a quicker buzz. The logic behind the trend was the alcohol would skip your liver and seep straight into your bloodstream through the
It would skip your liver. This sounds stupid as hell. What do you mean it just skips an organ? How does that make sense? If it goes through your eyes, it's supposed to go down through all of this to get down to your actual organs. How does it skip your liver? And stuff, if you really want to get drunk, eyes, ears, just vodka everywhere, bro. Screw it. Gets to a point, man. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm joking. Don't drink irresponsibly. I don't drink at all, to be honest. So I don't really have any experience in it at all. So you don't ask me about, specifics. But if you're going to, drink responsibly.
membranes of your eye. Well, this is not true, especially considering most of the vodka ends up streaming down your face rather than getting absorbed. But then your eyes aren't designed to handle 40% alcohol, so if you try vodka eyeballing, what would follow next is intense burning, stinging, and a flood of tears. Instead of
Intense burning, stinging, and permanent blindness.
a buzz, you're more likely to end up with a raging eye infection, corneal damage, or even a risk of permanent vision loss.
Nice.
Despite the painful
Great.
and obvious risks, vodka eyeballing became a party trick for those looking to show off, even though it was more likely to get you a trip to the eye doctor than a hangover. Despite all of these dumb trends, there's one that is not dumb at all and is full of fun, and that's joining our Discord server.
All right, dude.
Banana peel challenge.
Oh, that's
You've
funny.
probably seen cartoons where a cartoon character would step on a banana peel, slip, and do a ridiculous
I don't
tumble
remember this,
before
to be
falling
honest.
on its face. The Tom and Jerry cartoons were filled with scenes like this.
Mario
Some
Kart.
people decided to do the real-life version of it. So the idea here was simple. Throw a banana peel on the ground, then try to walk or run over it without slipping. And that is the banana peel challenge. If you've ever watched a cartoon...
Yo, back in like the early 2000s, people were doing some BS to go viral. There was a whole era where people were just trying to create the next viral trend by doing the most like crazy stuff on video. I'm not even joking. I think back in the day, a trend used to be putting a fork in a toaster challenge.
Probably know how this is supposed to end, with you landing flat on your back, legs in the air, just like in a slapstick comedy. But this wasn't just cartoon-level fun and games. People seriously attempted to navigate over slippery banana peels while filming their attempts for
That's sick. That's
likes.
dope. No, that's funny.
The challenge led to a lot of real-life failures, with participants slipping, sliding, and sometimes crashing down in dramatic fashion. What started as a funny gag quickly turned dangerous as people underestimated.
It's okay. That's
just
chill. I'm
how
not gonna
slippery
lie.
those peels could be. From twisted ankles.
If you guys want to do this challenge, you can make it more slippery by leaving just the slight little bit of banana left inside the peel. Because it has that squishy texture and it slimes up the rest of the peel, so it makes it so it's more slippy and slidey. Okay, if you guys want some tips on how to do the banana peel challenge more effectively, that's how you do it.
Bruised tailbones, the banana peel challenge turned out to be a classic case of it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. So while it might
That's like
seem
every
a
challenge.
hilarious way to channel your inner cartoon character, the banana peel challenge is one of those trends that reminds you that not everything from animation translates well to real life. Hot pepper challenge.
That translated great. What do you mean it doesn't translate well? Yo, that's exactly what we wanted. People slipping, that's exactly what we wanted. What?
Have you ever tasted hot chili? Let's say you mistakenly got some in
Ghost
your mouth
pepper was
without
more
knowing,
OG.
or a friend dared you to just have one bite. Now imagine the pain you felt and multiply that by 100, and that would probably give you an idea of just how dumb and dangerous this particular trend was. Basically, if you were participating in this trend, you would first of all buy several bowls of the spiciest peppers like the Carolina Reaper and ghost peppers. You know, the hotter the better. Then you would literally start stuffing them in your mouth like candy while filming yourself. The goal is to endure the intense heat without reaching for a glass of milk, water, or anything else that might soothe the fiery inferno in your mouth. It's basically...
I can't lie, I never did any spicy. Okay, no, the one spicy challenge that I did do, I don't know if you guys remember, it was like the Korean spicy noodle challenge. Dude, that challenge is no joke, genuinely. It's like the black package spicy Korean ramen noodles. I don't know if it's Korean. And you put it in the microwave and it's these packets that you put in. That was the most runny I've ever had in my nose in my entire life. But it tasted good though. So it's like you kind of want to stop, but that like the pain, it makes you want to stop. But like on the other side of things, you're like, oh, this tastes kind of fire. I want to keep eating it. So I'm like
an extreme version of a spicy food challenge. Your mouth would literally feel like you've swallowed a live volcano, and your eyes would start to water like you've just watched the saddest movie ever, but it's not from emotion, it's from sheer, unrelenting pain. But the pain doesn't end here. Your throat feels like it's closing in on itself, and your stomach starts to churn like you've swallowed a batch of
I never got to this point.
coals.
I never got to this point.
As the heat just keeps building, you start to regret every choice that led you to this moment. You're convinced this is what dragons must feel like after a bad meal. The hot pepper challenge seemed like a harmless bit of fun, but as you sit there sweating with your tongue on fire and your dignity in tatters, it's clear that some things are better left uneaten. Those super hot peppers pack a punch more suited for a daredevil stunt than a snack. And while the challenge...
Holy app, next one. Yo, what I was gonna say was, it's not even only about what it tastes like. It's really spicy. It's about how it comes out the other end. Explosive diarrhea everywhere. On the walls. Like literally on the walls. Ow, my hand. Frick.
Batting a full body meltdown. Gallon smashing challenge.
Oh my gosh, I hate this one, genuinely.
Store, scanning through a
Bottom 5 challenges.
When you suddenly hear a loud crash behind
Bottom
you,
5.
followed by a splash that sounds like a tidal wave magically appeared and hit aisle 5. You turn around to see a teenager sprawled on the floor, drenched in milk with a smashed gallon jug beside
So
him.
stupid,
Now
bro.
That is the gallon smashing challenge that went viral.
This one's still viral. Yo, I see people doing this on TikTok at least every 2 weeks. Like once every 2 weeks, one video will pop up of some guy just like being an absolute hooligan. And the funny thing is, they don't even buy the milk. They just be like taking them off the shelves and chucking them in the air. Like, oh!
Around 2013. To do this challenge, you would go to a grocery store and grab a gallon of milk.
This one survived the test of time.
Pretend
Genuinely.
to trip and dramatically smash the container on the floor, spilling the contents everywhere. The point of this challenge is to capture the whole messy spectacle on camera for some quick laughs and internet fame. Although the challenge seemed like a
Really funny until the janitor pulls up and he's like, oh my goodness, man, I don't get paid enough. Yo, genuinely, if I was a janitor and I walked down aisle 5 and I saw 3 smashed gallons of milk all over the ground, I'm quitting. Right then and there, I'm quitting. I'm not even joking.
prank, it quickly turned into a sticky, slippery mess. It often resulted in employees having to clean up massive spills,
The
customers
custodians,
getting
bro.
splashed or even
The
slipping,
janitors.
and stores facing property damage. There's also the matter of wasting perfectly good milk or juice. Kylie Jenner
Imagine the cow that squirted out all that milk just watching it happen. So many udders, bro. Just genuinely so many squishes and squeezes to get the milk out, bro. For what, man? Damn, the cow grinded out that damn milk, bro.
lip challenge.
Oh, this one's
The
dumb.
Kylie Jenner lip challenge is like
Speed
playing
did
a
this.
game of dress up, but instead of dressing up dolls to look like your favorite celebrity, you're damaging your lips. So the idea here is to get your lips as plump as Kylie's without the magic of makeup or surgery, which was actually how Kylie got her lips to look plump. To do this, all
So
you need
dumb,
is a
bro.
shot glass, a small jar.
I always
or
wanted to do
anything
this. I
that
never
can
did it, though.
create a tight seal around your lips.
I always
and
wanted to do
suck
this.
as hard as you can to create a vacuum. Now, after
I never did that Kylie Jenner lip challenge. Maybe we should do it right now, low key. Is this big enough? I just inhaled dust.
After a few hours, you'd remove the shot glass from your lips, and boom, you've got the Kylie Jenner lip.
Yeah, it's
Everyone jumped into
fire.
this trend in
Yeah, love
2015,
that.
hoping to achieve those famous
That's fire as hell.
Kardashian pouts. But instead of achieving the desired full look, participants often ended up with lips that looked like they lost a fight with a wasp. People had bruises, swelling, and even busted lips were all part of the fun. Although, fun is probably not the right word when your mouth looks like a
So
cartoon
dumb, bro.
character after an anvil falls on them. What many didn't realize was
No, this was one that I actually almost did. Just because it's so easy to do. All you need is a cup. A lot of these you need like, oh, I need to go buy cinnamon now, bruh. I can't do the cinnamon challenge. Bro, this, everyone has a cup. Might have been the most done challenge of all time. Lips like that are no attractive. Come on, man. I think if in a girl, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I want like not too big, but not too thin. Like just normal, just like mediocre.
the suction could cause blood vessels in the lips to burst, leading to pain, discoloration, and sometimes even permanently looking
That's not good.
like this. The Take a Bite Challenge. As a kid, you were
What's
probably
this?
dared by your friend to lick a frozen pole, and you did it because, well, you didn't want to be a chicken. Now
Not me.
imagine
Didn't do that.
same dare, but instead of a frozen pole, it's a bar of soap, a stick of deodorant, or a raw onion. Well, that was basically the Take a Bite Challenge, where the only thing dumber than the dare itself is the decision to do it. To do this challenge, you'd grab the weirdest, most inedible object around and sink your teeth into it as if it was a juicy burger. As the challenge went viral, it got even
Yo, I don't remember this challenge. When did this exist? Is he making this up? So you just grab some random inanimate object and take a bite out of it? Like, yo, chat, how many gifted subs for me to eat my phone right now? I'll leave the skin on too.
people were biting into things like candles and rubber shoes just to get the reactions from viewers who would cringe, laugh, or maybe even gag. It was like a bad episode of a food challenge show where the menu was compiled by a 3-year-old left alone in the pantry. The wackier the object, the better. Now, while some things were just gross,
Were you ever really a kid if you didn't eat paper? To be considered having had a true childhood, you have to eat paper at least once.
were strange to bite into, like biting an onion or garlic, others were downright dangerous. If you think about it, biting into a bar of soap might seem harmless, but that soapy taste comes
Bro,
with a
that's
side of
literally,
not-
bro, a lot of parents make their kids eat soap. It's not abnormal. Like, everyone does that. Why are we acting like eating glue and eating soap isn't normal?
poisoning if you swallow enough. So the challenge went from funny to foolish pretty quickly as people realized
W.
that chomping on random non-food items could lead to more than just a bad taste in your mouth. This made some of the participants end up with broken teeth, stomach upset, and an
So
urgent lesson
stupid,
in
bro.
why certain things belong under the sink, not in your stomach.
This video made me realize that humans are stupid and we need to honestly restart. So drop an atomic bomb on the whole generation. Nuke the whole generation.